Hello and welcome to another update video about FET, FETCH.AI. Let's take a look at the chart structure, and we are on the daily chart first. Well, that's where we start. First of all, what I'd like to do is to talk about the daily chart and the idea that we started a C-wave rally from the 2022 lows. And in this C-wave rally, we are looking for 5 waves up. We already identified a wave 1 to the upside. That was the end of 2022, I think. A wave 2 pullback. This third wave is considered an ABC structure. So all of this, because we're dealing with a diagonal, that's the idea. And the third wave ideally would get one more high. Yeah? I mean, the main element of the rally was done, but I would like to see actually one more high in wave 5 of C of 3. The problem is if the wave 3 already topped, which I would have to assume if we get a break below support, $1.27, a level I've been highlighting for months, many weeks, that if this level breaks, I mean, then this scenario has to change. The problem is if the third wave already topped, then it was very weak. Okay, so as you might know, the third wave normally reaches the 1.38 extension, in this case $4.72. If it already topped, then it was only the 1.236 extension, very shallow and weak for a third wave. And that's a bit of a problem. Definitely does not contribute to the, let's say, definitely doesn't make this chart any better. Okay. Now there's still a chance, but we would need pretty much a turnaround very well, now. But at this stage, I would assume that support will break. We have absolutely no confirmation that a low has formed. So over recent weeks, the chart could not present us with a confirmation that a low is in or was in. No 5-wave pattern to the upside could develop. And the focus is still on further downside in the short term until we get a break above those trend lines that I shared with you in the last few videos. We're going to zoom in a minute. And then we take a look at the relevant support levels to see if the market can form a reaction. So far, there hasn't been a reaction. Now, if we break below $1.27, which is the critical support, and we go to the 4-hour chart now, what next? Okay, so first of all, you see here that in the white count, this could still be a 4th wave, even though it's getting very protracted. Very protracted, and it's already broken briefly below the $1.27 level, but we're holding above it. So the market is respecting that level. The wave count is technically full, but there is absolutely no evidence of a low in place. I can tell you that below $1.27, the chart will become much less clear. I could still, assume that we are in the larger 4th wave. I mentioned it in the last video. This would be the backup plan. There always has to be a backup plan. I mean, what's next? Well, it would be that we first of all check if the market can find support here between 52 cents and $1.08, with an additional support at 75 cents. And in this scenario, the larger third wave already topped, and we're in the 4th wave, okay? And it would just be a larger ABC structure. This would be, well, this is what is going to happen if we get that sustained break below $1.27. In that case, then, we would still watch for another high in wave 5, but the targets would be lower. Because the 5th wave target depends also a little bit on the length of the third wave. When would I get really concerned? Below 52 cents. Yeah, because that's that would not invalidate this scenario, the alternative, but it would again make it far less likely. And then, yeah, but either way, regardless of which scenario it is, the trend is still down. Okay, there is absolutely no evidence that the market, turns around here or anything. Yep, there are a few green candles, but nothing major. And all we can do is to highlight the relevant support levels to see if the market can react. So far, the price has not been able to break out above one of these trend lines. So they keep the price down. Yeah. You have, especially here, 3 touch points, even 4 touch points, this steep trend line. And yeah, it might continue to be relevant. So draw the trend line further. We'll see if the price if there is a first breakout above this trend line. I mean, they are not so reliable, but they at least tell us that structurally something is changing. So yeah, that's really all there is. The routine remains the same. We need a first 5-wave move up, followed by a 3-wave pullback to indicate that a low is formed. Until then, the trend is still down. The market is printing lower lows and lower highs. So we'll watch for those signals, whether they appear in the upper support area or in that lower support area here. And I will keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.